Welcome back to Barber Motorsports Park, just outside Birmingham, Alabama. The Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup in 2009. The Luna C84 car, Todd Lamb has led all the way again. Elliott, he's won 3 in a row coming in here, working on lap number 10. What are the rest of the drivers in this series going to be able to do with this guy? This is incredible.
Well, so far, nothing. But they're going to be looking for everything they can in the car, everything they can to try and get up with him. But right now, the AMG guys have done such a super job on the car, and Lamb is doing a great job of driving it. It's going to be very tough to catch him anywhere they go, because it doesn't matter whether it's a really fast track or a very technical track. He seems to still be fast.
He's opened up the lead again on Mark Miller in the 28 car. Miller about a dozen car lengths back now as they arrow into that right-hander. And Justin Piscatell in the yellow car, the DAMG entry, the 89, has been working on Miller for quite some time. Can't get up alongside him, try to get second away.
Piscatell is still impressed with this young man because he is brand new to pro racing, and he's sitting up in the top 3, got podiums in almost every one of his races, sat on a pole in one race. He's doing a great job, and the pressure doesn't seem to get to him. He's able to run whether somebody's right in front of him or behind him. He's able to keep it clean and stay on the road.
Meantime, very tight back for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Zach Ply really trying hard. Nick Mancuso putting a lot of pressure on Aaron Malkasian there in the yellow number 11, the Alara entry. Malkasian's a guy who's got a ton of experience, won a lot of races, hasn't been to victory lane in this series in quite some time, and we've seen him qualify toward the front. We've seen him hang with the leaders, but he can't seem to sustain it, Elliott. It seems to be after 5 laps or so, the car goes away.
Well, he's had some mechanical issues this year. Right now, his car doesn't seem to be working as well as Zach Ply's. Zach Ply's able to hold a little bit tighter line at the same speed, and it looks like Malkasian is struggling a little bit, but he's had oil leaks, he's had problems with the car. He's made some mistakes by himself too, but it's been very tough on him this year. It's just not been a really great year for him so far, because he's a very talented driver and is very talented in setting up the cars. It just hasn't worked out for him.
Watch Aaron Malkasian at work here in car number 11, running 4th right now. On board views here as we work this 2.4-mile layout. Barber Motorsports Park hosting the Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup for the first time here in 2009. Malkasian trying to change his line a little, see if he can hold off Ply, Mancuso in the red and white car. So far, he's able to hang on to 4th spot.
Yeah, he turned in really early there, which should kill his exit just a little bit here. But it's interesting, Zach Ply is not following in the draft, and he's not trying to get a real run coming up to the some of the corners here. And I don't know if that means he just can't make the pass. He's saving his tires right now, and hopefully have a little more left in just a little bit. Oh my gosh!
Aaron Malkasian goes around in that right-hander, that downhill sweeper. And it looks as though Mancuso was able to get by Zach Ply in the aftermath. Malkasian finds the gear and gets going again, but loses a lot of track position and a lot of distance.
Yeah, and poor Zach Ply, who is out there trying everything to get by him. When he finally gets the opportunity, he has to hit the brakes, and it costs him. Now he comes up there, turns in, the back end starts out. Oh, he might have got a little help there.
Yeah, the 27 of Zach Ply got into Aaron Malkasian's machine and turned him around. Let's go on board.
Yeah, forget what I said about poor Zach Ply. Because he may have helped this whole thing happen, and then he lost another spot. But it looks like another thing that happens to Al Malkasian, who it isn't his fault. Or is just doing a great job just holding him off and then get hit.
Back to the battle for 17th, 18th, and 19th. Brian O'Day in the 35. Steve Bottom in the 44 car from California. He's got some extra help back there. The 26 machine also in the mix. That's the car of Tim Probert from Houston, Texas, one of the Alara entries.
And that move didn't work. He got on the inside, but with the next corner going the other way, he dropped back in behind, and Probert's going to have to get work again. Now, he pulled out awfully early here to try and make a pass. I don't think this will work.
Front straightaway heading down into turn 1. We'll see what Probert tries to do.
Yeah, he's following through. He's right there, but I don't understand the pulling out so early. It seems like you'd want to stay in the draft a little bit and pull out at just the last second.
Also in the mix, one of the Jenkins brothers, the second Traxxas car. Lionel Kent in the 13. This is Mark Jenkins, I do believe, in the 25. These two have had a good battle for position going much of the day here at Barber Motorsports Park.
They have been, and we've seen these good battles all over the track, and they're not much. Their times aren't that much different than the leaders. Oh, big slide there. That didn't help coming off there. But they're running almost the same times as the leaders, only they're running at a different place on the track, because that's what we haven't seen. We're more than halfway through the race. We haven't seen any lapping yet.
These two driving for 7th and 8th position here at Barber Motorsports Park. Series moves here from Barber on to the Autobahn Country Club course in Joliet, Illinois in a couple of weeks, and we'll have coverage of that for you right here as well. Watching battling deeper in the field here, 7th and 8th in play. Mark Jenkins going to work here. Jeff Mosing in the 31 car, also in the chase in the top 10, actually sitting ninth. Question comes up a lot. How do you get started if you're a young person in motorsports? Well, Derek Pertisiglio talked to a couple of high school interns.
You know, there's a lot of people that want to get involved in racing, and sometimes the best way is to become a volunteer. Tony Silva is the crew chief for Atlanta Motorsports Group. And Tony, can you tell us what the program is that you have going on this weekend?
Yeah, Derek, last year we were approached by, I was approached by the local high school auto shop teacher in California. He wanted to build a spec Miata race car. So I put him in touch with Mazda. Mazda was gracious enough to donate all the parts, and the kids there at the high school built a car. I would come by every once in a while and help them out. And what I did was I told the kids, the two best kids who excelled the most at building the car and setting it all up would get an internship with us here at Atlanta Motorsports Group. So this weekend I brought out the two kids that excelled the best at building the car and understanding the car, and they are my exclusive crew this weekend. I'm running 3 cars, and my crew is 2 high school kids.
And we're going to meet that exclusive crew right now. Jacob, first question is, how are you enjoying your weekend working with a professional race team?
Oh, I love it. I mean, we get to learn a lot of stuff about cars that we didn't know before, and it's just a lot more advanced than what I'm used to, so it's a really cool experience.
And how about you, Maria? What's the goal? Where would you like to take this career one day?
Well, you know, I'm going to start UTI in a few months, and I'm really excited about that. Going to pursue the whole mechanic thing. And then since I've been here, I've been really interested in like setting up all the race cars and doing like suspension and, you know, just alignments and stuff like that to see how they perform out on the track.
Well, guys, they're here, they're willing and eager to learn, and you can tell they've been working hard because Maria's got a little bit of grease on her forehead.
That is the story, Elliot. If you want to go racing, just dig in, right?
Well, I'll tell you, that is such an opportunity for some young kids who would never, ever get to have an experience to work with a pro team like this.
And they're working on the race car that's whipping the field again today. The Luna C car of Todd Lamb still leading. Here's Barber. We'll be right back with more of the Playboy Mazda MX-5.